In less than 6 minutes, I'm going to share everything I learned about freedom and how breaking free from conventional wisdom transformed my life and how it can do the same for you. Why? Because most people chase success, thinking it'll bring them freedom. But for me, that turns out to be the biggest lie. A few years ago, I had everything that should have made me feel free. I had already walked away from a high-level finance career. I was flying an Airbus 320 across the world as a commercial airline pilot. On paper, life looked limitless. But something still didn't feel right. I still didn't have full control over my time, my decisions, or my future. And I noticed that freedom isn't something you stumble into, it's something you engineer. And the way you do it is not by tearing everything down, but by building your life around the right pillars. Let me show you how you can use them to reclaim control over your life. The first step to freedom is to redefine success on your own terms. Most people are playing a game they didn't even choose, chasing promotions, titles, external validation. And they wonder why they never feel satisfied. When I was studying in Frankfurt, my goal was to complete my university degree in the shortest possible time. The program typically took 12 semesters, but I finished it in 6, and I was incredibly proud of this achievement. It was proof that I could work with focus and efficiency and reach my goal. And then came the day when they handed over the diploma. And the dean stepped up and acknowledged that some students had completed their study in record time, and I thought, great, he's going to recognize me. But instead he said, that's not what studying is about. It's about making connections. At that moment, I was so disappointed. But I also realized something important. Traditional success metrics don't always align with personal freedom. I had optimized for efficiency, not for status, and the system didn't reward that. And that was my first real lesson in contrarian thinking, and in recognizing the difference between success and freedom. If you want to be successful, you have to do what others aren't prepared to do. But if you want to be free, you have to stop doing what others aren't prepared to give up. Freedom isn't handed to you, it's something you build. And the way you build it is by solving valuable problems and creating leverage. When I started at my first company, I had a clear goal. I wanted to build a risk management department from scratch. But the company had different priorities. Risk management wasn't even a consideration at that time. What they needed was someone to fix issues in their performance measurement department. I had 2 choices now: push for what I wanted right away and probably get ignored, or solve their immediate problem first and earn the trust to do what I actually wanted. I chose the second path. I took on their biggest issues, proved my value, and soon became indispensable. And once I had built that credibility, I was given total freedom to create that risk management department I had envisioned from the start. And that is how freedom is built. First, you become so valuable that the system can't ignore you. You master the game. Then you leverage that value and you rewrite the rules. Most people skip this step. They want freedom, but they don't create the leverage to sustain it. If you want true autonomy, stop looking for permission and start building something that makes you stand out. Your environment is either your biggest accelerator or your biggest limiter. I was born and raised in Germany. I studied there, got my first job there, and I built a rather successful career there. But something always felt off. The structure, the mindset of the people around me, it wasn't aligned with the kind of life I wanted to create. I was doing well, but I didn't feel free. That's when I made the decision to leave. I moved to the UK and suddenly everything seemed different. The people I surrounded myself with, they thought differently. They valued autonomy over security. They valued strategy over tradition. Just by changing this physical environment, my entire perspective expanded. Most people try to change themselves without changing their surroundings. It's like trying to sprint while dragging a parachute. If you want a different life, sometimes you need a different environment. Most people stay trapped because they never question the script they've been handed. But now you know better. You know that if you want real freedom, you need to redefine success on your own terms. You need to build freedom by solving valuable problems. And sometimes you need to change your environment to match your ambitions. This isn't a quick fix. The truth is, breaking free from the success trap takes time. That's why I've put together a success trap playbook, not to give you all the answers at once, but to start the process of shifting this mindset. It's, if you like, a high-level guide that helps us recognize the patterns that keep us stuck. And if you got value from this video, take a second to like it. It helps more people see this and start questioning the default path. The only question left for me is, are you ready to take control?